All right. I was thinking about changing up the intro and the music, but I haven't gotten around to that yet.
Oh, I like our music. It's iconic at this point.
Is it though?
Yeah,
I was
it's
thinking
ours.
about like making. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
You were just going 90 and threw it into park there.
I did, and just
I'm
jammed
doing
it in.
great.
All right.
You just jammed it right in there.
I did. So what I was saying was I was thinking about changing up the intro and our intro music and actually compose our own intro music from, I've got like 8,000 samples
Wow.
of just drum beats, guitar riffs.
My cousin makes
and stuff.
Music like this. I should have him send us a few samples and see if we like anything.
Yeah, I'm kicking it around. I used to do it just messing around like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I got all those samples left. I might as well try to put them to use and see if I can come up with something.
I like our music, but to me, it's nostalgia. It's what we've always used. I love the intro because just like the Google Tweetstagram, which somebody mentioned on Facebook in a thread, it's just kind of become us.
Right.
But I'm not opposed to change. You know,
things need to change. I mean, I changed.
Times come and go. We need to grow and adapt.
I did change the logo. It is now black instead of blue.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Our album cover.
And I was looking on, is it our Instagram? I think it's messed up right now on our Instagram.
Who knows? I know Instagram has some issues every now and then with displaying like my personal one.
Yeah.
But
looks like we're good on Instagram again.
It was it black? Did the logo, like our logo, come up just straight black?
It did last night, but now it's good.
Right. That's an Instagram thing. It does it with my personal account all the time.
Okay.
And I thought it was a me thing. It's an Instagram thing.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever. But we are back. It has been 2 weeks since we've been in the studio.
It has. We tried last week, and baby Judd got influenza AIDS.
Yeah. He got the SARS, the HIV, and the Corona.
Yeah. So Beth and I went to work Friday. She picked him up and was like, he's got a fever of 103.6.
Whoa.
So she took him straight to urgent care.
Yeah.
I stayed home, kept Huck at home, and sure enough, he had influenza AIDS, and they put him right on meds. That night, she went and got him, thankfully. And luckily, aside from all week and Saturday and Sunday, I just said, nobody's going anywhere because I'm not going to spread it.
Right.
It dies here with us, or we die with it. So we didn't come out. I didn't come out Saturday. We didn't go to church Sunday. We did nothing. And by the end of Sunday, I was going nuts because I'm not used to being 2 days at home with the kids with nothing to do. Like, I mean, in the place we're in now, until we move, I don't really have a getaway place. So I was like stuck there.
Right.
Yeah, but so it's been 2 weeks. Baby Judd seems to be fine now.
Good.
He woke me up by punching me this morning.
Then you're fine. He's fine.
Yeah. He likes to come up to me and he'll go, ah, and like hit me. And every time he punches, he makes that noise. So it's like, and then when he left today, he was rocking some Air Force Ones and a black t-shirt that has sleeves with fake tattoos on it.
Nice.
And he kept pointing to his arms and pointing to my tattoos on my arm. So then we had to fight again. I was like, you ain't tough. So I knocked him out. And then once he came to, they went off and did their thing. But yeah, we're back. We're good. And
good.
Here we go.
Yeah. So finished up the dry January.
Yes.
Yesterday was the last day. And I was to the point where I wasn't even using my mouthwash.
We weren't supposed to drink that.
Well, I didn't have a single.
I don't use mouthwash as much as I should. I brush my teeth at least every morning, if not every morning and night, because unless I'm out camping or out hunting, a good hot shower in the morning, even if I took a shower right before bed, I take a shower in the morning. It's just starts my day right. It's like coffee. It's just something I do, and I've got to brush my teeth. But I don't use mouthwash, so that wasn't an issue. I did turn down some drinks last month.
I did. I made it. I made it all the way through the month. My last drink was like 11:50, I think. No, it was like 11:40 maybe on December 31st.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, and I haven't had anything up. Well, it'll be this show. It'll be today, February 1.
Yeah.
So, and now I start the next phase of the challenges I've set forth for myself, and if anybody wants to follow it. So it will not be carnivore.
We decided that's probably.
I decided that's not going to happen.
Costly both in money and underpants.
Right. So I'm not doing that. I am doing more of a paleo ancestral clean eating.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Because you can get your fruits and veggies. You're not
Right.
eating just meat.
Right. So, but I'm making some changes to it, just like I did in 2006 when I did this for 2 months. When I did it in 2006, I weighed 250 pounds, so close to where I am today. And I was, at the end of the 2-month period, I was down to 215.
Nice.
So, nice, but way too matic. Yeah. Way too dramatic.
There we go.
Too matic.
Too matic.
Too dramatic.
Too matic means way more dramatic.
Right. Of drop in weight. Like, there's no reason I should have lost 40 pounds. That's 20 pounds a month. That's a lot of weight to lose.
It is, but if you're on a diet where you're regularly consuming things like, and I don't know what you were, but pop, candy, and all this, a lot of that, I'd say at least a third of that, is just getting rid of that sugar and that crap. They say water weight, but when you drink water, it flushes those toxins.
But usually I don't eat candy. I don't drink soda. Like, it's very rare that it's very rare that I eat soda. If it comes to candy, it's Reese's Cups.
Yeah. I almost bought some today. I was so close on my way out here.
I have some in the freezer.
Oh,
last night was
I'm
last
not
night.
going I'm being good.
But the changes I'm going to make is I don't focus on the condiments. Like, people like, we got to strip out the condiments. I'm not stripping out condiments. If I want to use ketchup for sweet potato fries, I'm using ketchup for sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
Not that I would do that.
I would.
But
I have.
If I'm having a burger, mustard and ketchup on the burger without the bun.
Yeah.
If I wanted to use Worcestershire sauce, I'm using Worcestershire. I'm not going to focus.
Worcestershire.
Leon parents. I'm not gonna remove any of the condiment stuff, because in my mind it's so little and so finite in the grand scheme of things.
If you're not swimming in it,
I'm not worried about it.
Using a little layer of it. Yeah,
and I don't
that's
use
how
much
I am.
anyway. But it's also staying away from breads, grains, dairy.
Right.
Like, none of that. It is meat, veggies.
Well, like what you do, you go out,
you
swap out fries for sweet potato fries. Those are better for you. You can still put them in ketchup.
As long as they're baked and not fried.
Yeah. But even fried sweet potatoes be better than regular? I don't know.
No, fried food
fries
doesn't.
Is just bad anyway.
I mean,
but
you can fry
you get the burger, you
broccoli
take it off the
and it's
bun.
not good for you.
Fried broccoli sounds good. But yeah, so you order your burger and fries, you just make better options.
Right.
You get a better you swap the fries out for sweet potato, baked fries, or broccoli.
Right.
I'll do that a lot. Steamed broccoli, and then take the bun off the burger and eat it with a fork. Or with your hands. I don't care.
But I'm not cutting out alcohol.
Right.
This
did dry
for
January,
February. I did dry January. Usually if I did something like this, like when I did it back in 2006, there was no alcohol involved for that 2-month period.
And that was probably a big part of the weight loss too.
Actually, so here's the thing I found out. I went into this for dry January, and I didn't change anything else. I didn't change eating habits. Not that I eat horrible anyway.
No, you don't eat
but
bad.
I didn't change my eating habits, and I've gone to the gym at least 3 times a week over the past 4 weeks. No alcohol consumption, and lost 2.5 pounds.
Nice.
So, alcohol, for me, does not contribute to my weight gain. It is some of the bullshit that I eat. Like, Uncrustables, oh my God, Uncrustables are amazing.
I've never had one.
They're great. You get them out of the freezer, you let them sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, and that's it. They say let them sit longer.
Is that that's the peanut butter and jelly Hot Pocket, basically, right?
Yeah, you just take it out of the freezer and then you let it sit and warm to
so you're eating it almost frozen.
Fuck yeah. The peanut butter's frozen and the jelly is cold. It doesn't actually freeze. Oh, what a delicacy.
I'm going to have to try that because that sounds
amazing.
really good.
They're amazing.
How many calories are in those?
I don't care. I could care.
No, I'm asking for my own.
Oh, I was eating
my own thing I'm doing. So.
Like, I'll just take a snack and have one of those. But Liz bought like a bag of Minnie's Reese cups. I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
But those are
Beth
in
was
the
at the store a
freezer.
couple weeks ago, and you said we're going to talk about it, so I won't get into it. But she goes, "What do you want to snack on?" I was like, "Nothing." And she was like, "Come, like you're a snacking guy. I don't smoke.
Right.
I used to.
Well,
I don't. I wasn't drinking anything. Like I had the 3 meals a day." I still, to this day, have the oral fixation thing from smoking.
Right.
And when I quit the e-cigs years ago, I put on eventually about 100 more pounds from where I was when I quit smoking the e-cigs back before vaping was a thing. And I told her, I said, I get bored. I get, I
You get fidgety.
I have to, yeah. The grinds, the little coffee ground pouches.
Those are gross.
No, they've got better flavors out now.
I have had mint, which tastes like
It's awful.
Kodiak or Grizzly
I've never had Kodiak
or
or
Skull.
Grizzly.
Just pick one. It's all the wintergreen's all the same.
I like the wintergreen. The wintergreen grinds is what I have in my van right now. Love it.
I had the vanilla. That's disgusting. I
Yeah,
had
it
the
wasn't
caramel.
bad. Caramel I like.
That was awful. The only one I haven't had is the mocha. One of the guys brought it into work as a joke.
I've got the mocha. The best ones I like are the wintergreen and the cinnamon bun. The cinnamon bun are awesome.
I'm out at this
But
point.
anyway, that was something that I found that I liked enough that would keep me from eating. And I didn't want to smoke. I have no desire to smoke anymore.
Right.
Not even the electronic cigarettes or the vape things. I have no desire. So that's what I found. But if I wasn't doing that, I was snacking. I was eating candy. I was eating chips. I was eating.
Right.
And when I say snack, I'm essentially eating an extra meal because I'm going to eat a ton of it. It's not like I'm eating 4 or 5 chips and putting them away. I want to sit down and eat half a bag of chips. I want to eat a stack of Pringles, like a whole 2, so it's like, so I told her, I said, I want nothing. Well, one thing I found that I love snacking on, I like grapes, okay, but like the sweet red
frozen
grapes,
ones.
but
Yeah.
when we freeze them, she'll clean them, put them in those Ziploc bags and freeze them, the little half sandwich size bags.
Yeah.
I'll grab 1 or 2 of those and I'll be good. So that's like been my go-to snack. So late at night, if I'm playing Xbox, watching TV, screwing around on the computer, I go in, I start looking at the cabinet, I go, wait, get some frozen grapes, you'll be good. So I've been trying to do that more, and I got to get back to fighting weight this year, period.
Well, this challenge, or this month, I should say, is if you follow it basically the same way I am, you'll get down. It's a start. I'm not going to say you're going to drop 100 pounds, but
we
it's
already
a start.
started.
So, but the other thing that I'm doing as part of this is intermittent fasting, and I've messed with it before.
Yeah.
Where I do a 14 to 16 hour fast that starts in the evening, and I don't eat again until 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. You basically eat lunch and dinner each day.
Yeah, and when anything you want in between that.
Right.
So anything I want in between lunch and dinner, whatever. It's basically a free for all.
Right.
But I don't do that anyhow. I don't just gorge. So that's also part of this. So
You're eating like 9 pints of Haagen-Dazs.
no, that's dairy. So that's another part of this, the February deal that I'm doing just to kind of kick this off. And I've been fasting on and off for 3 months now. Like I'll do a week and then I'll take a week off and then I'll do a week or then I'll do 2 weeks and
Dabbling in it.
coffee and tea are going to be my buddies in the morning. So there's no eggs or anything like that. The hardest part of this is going to be lunch at work.
Yeah, unless you pack.
Unless I pack everything or go buy a rotisserie chicken, which they're only $7.99.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I debone. I stand there and debone it at my desk and eat it, and it drives everybody insane. That's going to be the more challenging part because going out to get tacos, I can't go get tacos. Can't have corn tortillas. Can't have flour tortillas. Corn is an absolute no-no.
Yeah, it's a grain.
It has no nutritional value. Like, it's not even that it's a grain.
But
It has no nutritional value other than letting you know when you're taking a shit.
it is delicious.
I'm not going to doubt that.
I love corn in any
So-
variety. It could be a corn tortilla. It can be corn casserole. It can be corn on the cob. Candy corn.
Ew.
Moonshine. I've been watching Moonshiners again. I thought it was on both Hulu and YouTube TV, so now they all get all giddy about corn just to make moonshine. But
Got that maize.
I love corn casserole. Cream corn. Love it. Love it. I could eat cream corn. I bet I could open a can of cream corn and just eat it right out of the can. I haven't tried it, but I bet I could.
That's so gross. I mean, I like corn, but I
love
don't
corn.
have the oral fixation that you're having. You're fucking drooling right now.
I am.
It's disgusting. Put your dick away.
My stomach's pulsating usually like my heart should be, but my stomach's doing it.
Ooh.
I've had one thing to eat today, and it was a small bag of Cheez-Its that were sour cream
you already
and
failed.
onion. Well, I didn't know you were doing this. I never agreed to this. But I did start a challenge again a couple weeks ago.
All right.
And so far I'm down from so less than 2 weeks total at this point. I got down to 11 pounds.
Nice.
But this morning I was up a little.
That's fine.
So our challenge, it's kind of like that 75 hard challenge we did before that I really did okay with and lost 20 pounds and then said over the holidays. So we're back at that kind of. The difference this time is we can have alcohol, but if you do, that counts towards your total calorie count.
Oh. Yeah,
so if you're going to, so you can't, for us, it's a good way to limit your intake even.
Right.
So it'll help with the weight loss. So yeah, I hit 11 pounds down the last few days. I realized I didn't drink hardly any water since like Wednesday.
Oh, you got to drink
water.
So
yeah, like I put 4 pounds back on. So right now I'm down to a total of about 6.5, 7 pounds this morning. But still not bad in 2 weeks. I just need to make sure I'm getting my water intake. I drank 3 bottles already this morning before coming here.
I've measured my water intake. I'm drinking about almost 2 gallons of water in a 24-hour period.
That's a lot for a guy your size.
That is a lot of water.
You're probably peeing your pants right now.
Every day. So every 20 minutes.
Nice sound effect.
Because it is February and I can drink. You could have drank the whole time.
No, I did it with you.
Okay. So
I think I had one single finger pour bourbon in January. I think I did that with a buddy.
Okay.
That was, I can't remember what week it was, but yeah, other than that.
So yeah, all I did was pick up bottles and smell them. I was like,
soon. So soon. I had a couple buddies give me bottles for Christmas gifts and stuff, but I haven't indulged. So.
Well, so we have 4 bottles from a friend of yours that he's just cleaning out his fridge because that's what he decided to do. This isn't anything that he actually asked us to try for the most part.
Well, he did ask me to try a couple of them.
He asked you to try them.
For the show, he told me.
But he doesn't even listen.
Doesn't matter. He still contributed. We're going to be thankful. It's 2020. New year, new us. Your face right. I keep interrupting you. You look so perturbed. Anyway, what do we got?
Anyway, so we've got a Not Your Father's lemonade, which I am not looking forward to this in any way, shape, or form.
I love their root beer.
The root beer is the only thing I like. I've had their...
The ginger ale's terrible.
I had their cream soda version. It was fucking god-awful. So we've got some Not Your Father's lemonade, which I just opened. We've got a Guinness 20th Anniversary Export Stout. We've got a Left Hand Brewing Milk Stout Nitro, which I think I bought.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, this is good. This is smooth.
I wanted to end with the lemonade. I think I like the lemonade better than the others.
We'll end with the lemonade then, even though I just opened it. I just bought a 6-pack of Left Hand Brewery Milk Stout Nitro peanut butter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't like...
I
like that peanut butter whiskey we had. I don't know if I'd like the...
I bought 2 peanut butter stouts last night. I'm also looking forward to getting into those. And we have a Dos Equis, which is whatever.
Should we start with the Dos Equis and get out of the way?
Yeah, let's just...
I've had Dos Equis, usually at a Mexican restaurant. I might get one with a taco. I might not. I'm not a big... not a big beer guy, as everybody knows.
It smells fucking rancid.
But I've never...
I need your glass.
I've never had the... that's a crunch. The Dos Equis Amber. So I'm kind of intrigued by it. Don't pour me a lot. I want a sip. That's good. Yeah, that's plenty.
That's all
we're pouring beers like a less than bourbon pour.
Yeah,
it looks okay.
I'm not getting crazy with this.
It almost looks like a bourbon, honestly. The color of it's a little dark.
It's a carbonated bourbon.
It's definitely an amber color.
It's amber. Go ahead.
It smells like a beer.
It smells rancid and skunky.
It does smell a little skunky.
What's the date on this?
That's a good question.
That's why he gave them to us.
I don't. He's like, here's all my expired beers.
It expired 14 years ago.
The Dos Equis, I don't mind for a cheap beer, but the amber, You probably ain't gonna see a date on that.
I can't.
It's probably
see
on the box or the whatever carton.
I thought every bottle had to be labeled.
I don't know, dude.
Anyway, I snapped the cap back on. That's how great this is so far. I don't like Dos Equis. I don't like their. I've already got preconceived notions of my feelings on this.
See, you got it. You can't do that though.
I can because I've had this.
Well, you can because it's our show and we can do what we want. But you should be fair and impartial.
I should be, and I don't like it.
You know,
I just took a sip. I'm not a fan. Like, it tastes. It has like a juice taste to it.
Now, see, I took a very, very little sip to get a flavor, and it wasn't bad. But then when I just finished that little bit you gave me, I don't like the aftertaste.
No,
it does almost have a juice flavor of some sort, but not sweet. It's weird.
It's almost like a juice box.
It's like drinking a dry wine where you get that. I know it's juice, but I don't like it.
Right,
it's not sweet like Welch's.
And it's not grape juice. It has a sweet wine.
Yeah, it's
taste
weird
to it,
but also the beer. It's like you mixed them.
Yeah,
I like the regular.
He
Dos
probably
Equis.
did mix them, the son of a bitch.
Well, they were sealed bottles, so that's impressive.
I just sealed the bottle.
So thanks, Jones. Well, that's fair. You did just pop the cap right back on. Well, if he did that, if he went through that kind of effort, and then I literally watched him reach in his fridge and just grab quote unquote random bottles. Kudos to him. That's a lot of effort to try and troll us, and I would accept that troll. I'm going to say on this one, I'm giving it a 1.5. And in that, I'm meaning if somebody bought me one, I might sip on it just to not be rude. I would not go out and buy this.
I'm giving a half. And if someone came back, I'd ask them to take it back to the bar.
Yeah, say I'm not even drinking it. I thought one was our lowest. Okay, then I'm going to give it a 1.
I don't know that we can we give a 0?
You can give a 0.
I'm giving it a 0 then. I'm not giving it a half.
If you say I wouldn't even drink this for free.
I won't drink it for free.
Then we'll say 0. I'm going to give it a 1 then. If somebody, it's not turning my stomach, so I'm not going to say I want to drink it. But if somebody bought me one and they said, "What do you think?" I'd be very honest.
Yeah,
I would tell you that. I would finish that one and say no, thank you. Not a fan. Not a fan.
I would just tell somebody that I wasn't drinking that evening. I'm sorry, I'm not drinking this evening.
Right.
You said give me a beer. I know. Now I'm not drinking.
I just decided
when you came back with that.
I said a beer and you gave me that, so I am not drinking.
Yeah.
I'm glad I told you to stop when I did.
Ugh.
I had enough that barely filled the bottom of a tumbler glass, and it was not good. I'm glad I didn't have any more of that to clear out. So. Yeah, you give it a 0. I'm giving it a 1.
A 0. It's god awful.
That's pretty bad.
So there's a new virus going around, and it's called Coronavirus. They should have called it Dos Equis virus because it is awful. I would take a Corona over Dos Equis.
I didn't think that's where you're going with that. I'd take a Corona over this, and Corona's not good.
It's good if you're sitting at the beach and you have a shitload of lime. That's the only time it's good.
I was talking with somebody actually just the other day about this. I went from Coors Light to Corona when I was like 19 or 20 because it was the cool thing to do at the time. Ooh. And then I quickly realized I don't really like this. You got to cut a lime, put a lime in it, even to stomach it.
See, I'm fine with that. I like Land Shark too.
Now there was a time I invented a drink. All right, so I'm going to kind of ask myself. I was of legal drinking age at 21. And I was at a party.
I think you're past the statute of limitation at this point.
And yeah, I was with some people, and I'm not going to incriminate anybody. There were Coronas there that we brought.
Okay.
That somebody brought. I decided to pop open a Corona, pop a lime wedge in it, and start drinking. So I drank it down to the bottom of the neck of the bottle. And then I saw somebody had tequila. So I took the tequila and poured it in the beer bottle and filled it back up.
That's a lot of tequila.
And it was like, well, you're talking the neck from where the beer drinks down. I mean, it's like a shot, half shot to a shot worth of tequila with the Corona. And I drank it and told everybody what I did. And I think I called it like Corona Sunrise instead of Tequila Sunrise. I gave it some stupid name because I was 21 of legal drinking age. And everybody started doing it. And to this day, I have no idea why I thought that was good.
Well, so they do what's called a Corona-ita, which is a margarita
with Corona upside down in it.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
This was not that. This was just beer and tequila mixed.
Anyway, back to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So I will post a link up to this. There is a live action map.
It's just Asian flu. That's all it is.
So there's a real time map for the coronavirus that John Hopkins has out. And I've looked at it.
Johnny Hopkins.
I've looked at
Sloan
it.
Kettering, and we smoked weed all day long.
I doubt that. I have looked at this basically every day just to get an idea of how things are.
Apocalypse is.
Right. So when I originally looked at this map when it was sent out, the number was 1,000 and some change.
Okay. Of confirmed cases.
Tuesday. That was Tuesday.
Okay.
So 5 days ago. Now, today, we're up to 12,024 confirmed cases, and 7 of those are in the U.S.
11,860 are mainland China.
Yes.
Only 7 in the U.S.?
Only
Come on,
7
US.
in the U.S.
Step up your game. We're getting crushed.
Nah, let's not step up our game.
No, this is like the Olympics. If we're going to do it, let's do it right.
Now, let China win this.
Oh, when you zoom out, China's almost all red.
Yeah. Let China win this. So I've been doing reading. I'm not concerned about getting this virus here in the U.S. Like, I have very little concern about getting this virus. You have a better chance of getting the flu and dying from the flu.
There's 17 schools in Central Ohio closed right now due to the flu.
You know what the best part of my life is? I'm immune to the flu virus.
I think I am too. I don't recall ever having it. I might be jinxing myself.
I have. I don't want to. It hasn't officially been confirmed.
Why can't I be immune to getting fat? Give me the flu.
Because you eat shit from a gas station.
Well, that's fair, but that's beside the point. If I was immune, that wouldn't matter.
Ew.
I know.
This just ew. Anyway, and there's been 259 deaths from this, and mainly in China. They have quarantined 2 kids in Miami of Ohio, but they have not been confirmed to have it. They were just on a flight.
Oh, geez.
And the part that I love is this virus was identified over a month ago in China.
You notice that as close as all that is, Mongolia has no dots in it.
It's because
them Huns are having none of it.
Right. They're like, we ain't having none of this shit.
They got Huns at the borders like, you ain't coming here.
I wouldn't go to Mongolia either and get beat with a fucking club. Anyway,
Call me Baby Seal.
They identified this virus like a month ago that they didn't have a cure for this. It was like SARS.
Yeah.
Hey, we found a new disease. We don't have a cure for it. Oh, let's continue doing international flights out of China and to China.
Didn't that happen with like the bird flu and the swine flu and all these other
with
flus?
SARS? Why does every flu and all this other garbage always come out of fucking China?
How is it that we are so in debt to that country?
Right. So what I've in looking in different things, I found out that I don't wear Nikes.
You come from China, you're gonna get the
nope. That's a big nope from me.
Sunrise virus.
So with this, it all started at what's called a wet market.
Hey now,
which is basically a seafood market.
Ooh,
but nothing's cleaned. Like, they don't clean the fish. They don't clean the shellfish. So this is basically spread from a wet market in China, in Wuhan, and it's from fish shit and other bacteria from not cleaning fish. They thought originally it was because they eat bats and rats, but it's actually from this wet market. One location they've narrowed it down to is a seafood market where they don't clean shit. What if you were that guy? I don't know that it's one store, but it's the wet market's like going to
North Market.
The North Market. Yeah. There's all those different shops. It's all these different seafood places. But the thing I love the most is Asians, not the stereotype, but they're walk around China and they walk around Japan wearing face masks, like the paper face masks or cloth face masks.
Yeah.
I found an article. The headline of that article is, "Can wearing a face mask protect you from the new coronavirus?" The answer is no.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a headline of that.
It can't.
It does nothing.
In the very first sentence, I didn't have to read the whole article. It's like the answer is no. The only thing that's technically going to protect you is something that has a HEPA filter in it or a gas mask. Something that's going to seal your face off completely. That is the only thing that's going to protect you. And I found another article, and I lost it because I didn't get a chance to save it. The Asian, it's not the Chinese Health Authority had basically just came out and said, so we've been wearing these masks for years. We've been doing it wrong for all the past years. Guys,
well, here's the thing,
turn it the other way around.
Yeah.
It's upside down. And then I saw a meme where out of Wuhan, it says on the paper mask, it says made in Wuhan, China. And then a little disclosure says all masks are tested 100% by Wuhan employees.
And that's where it all originated from.
And from the
so
wet
they're
bar.
putting this up to their mouth.
Yeah.
Licking it. Tonguing these things.
Putting them in a box and then shipping them back out to people to use.
Nice.
So, and why can't we just call this the Kung Flu?
Everybody was Kung Flu fighting.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I've just been fascinated by watching this. There have been more deaths by the basic flu.
As lightning. Go ahead. I'm just going to provide backup music.
I'm going to turn you down. More people have died from the flu than this coronavirus. So, if you were concerned about the coronavirus,
I don't know anybody that is.
I don't know anybody that is, but
than anything.
We literally had an Asian guy here to go stereotyping again, walking around my office in a paper mask.
That's not stereotyping. You're just saying that there happens to be a guy who happens to be Asian
who's
happens to wear a paper mask.
I know. And I was just like,
you should go over close to him and fart and be like, you smell that?
You do you, boo.
That means your mask ain't working.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah. If you can smell that fart, your mask ain't working.
Well, speaking of smelling farts, I got another article here. Segue, right? So, family kicked off a flight over alleged body odor and sues American Airlines.
Nice.
Yeah. So, this family of 3, 4, 2, whatever it was, doesn't matter. Confirmed, 8th case in the U.S. of coronavirus just popped up.
Just hit
right as I clicked on this link.
Does it say where at in the U.S.?
Massachusetts.
And by the time everybody's hearing this, it's too late.
It's going to be
zombie.
Late. Yeah. So, a family of 3.
Thank you for listening to Buckhorn Podcast
while you were
the
around.
Walking Undead. While we were still alive.
So, this family of 3, it's 2 adults, a male and a female, obviously, and their 19-month-old daughter, were removed from a flight out of Miami over
while it was in the
odor.
air.
That probably would have been better.
Yeek!
So what they're claiming is they were victims of religious and radical discrimination.
Now, was this body odor because they hadn't showered?
I will probably say that if they did shower, they don't use any type of deodorant. And yeah. I've worked with some of these people.
I have too.
That don't do any physical altercations to their body so they don't smell up the office. But we've kind of rectified that by going to HR. But they were kicked off, so the civil suit
rectified that by making them clean their rectum.
Right. They have suffered unbearable humiliation, embarrassment, and mental and emotional anguish.
Now, hold on.
Ass.
There's no way these people have lived this whole time on Earth and nobody else has said something about their odor. If they smell that bad, because airlines. Here's the thing: airlines take a lot of money to run, and to be profitable, they have to do they have to be running flights.
Right.
There's no way they stop a flight to kick people off for no reason.
No.
Like there have been babies born in the air. Hey, until we get there, this is what it is.
I have changed a shitty diaper on a plane mid-flight.
And that guy was 47.
Right.
He did not appreciate you touching him that
well,
way.
he'll get over it. But one of the girls, I think I've done both the girls, mid-flight had to change a shitty diaper when they were infants. Holy hell, baby shit smells.
Yeah.
So they had to be pretty goddamn bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For them to shut down a flight... No, you've given up your right to sue people. If you smell that bad that you're shutting down flights that are thousands, tens of thousands of feet in the air, you've brought this on yourself.
Right. You decided not to take a shower,
some Irish
roll
Spring
in
or some Dove or something.
Some pig shit and go roll around. All right, which one do you want to do next? We're going to move on.
Hit me with give me that one.
You want to do Guinness or the Nitro?
Let's do the Guinness.
All right.
Because the Nitro is the one that you're most giddy about.
I had it. I don't know that I'm giddy about it.
Oh.
That wasn't as good.
Did you get it?
No, fucker didn't come off.
There we go.
There it is. I just come up here and do some Foley effects. Just pop caps and just to insert them into the show.
That way we can fake it. So, that's a crunch. That's good. That's plenty. Keeping the pours extremely light, barely from the bottom of the glass.
Well, it's because some of this stuff scares me.
And all I've had today is some sour cream and onion Cheez-Its from a gas station.
And I like Guinness. Guinness is one of my beers.
I'm not a Guinness fan. I don't hate it. As I recall, I haven't had it in years. But now I'm already starting to burp up.
I've got Guinness Milk Stout out in the fridge right now.
I eat those Cheez-Its just to have something in my stomach because I haven't eaten today, and I knew this was going to be bad.
This smells like a Guinness.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I might be most excited about this one over the Left Hand Brewery.
You might be. This one doesn't smell as bad as the Dos Equis, but it smells thick.
So I don't know what the difference is between this one and a normal Guinness. Brewed with black patient malt. So
black people?
No.
Oh.
All.
Uh-oh. Did I just make you think of something?
Yeah, and I didn't send it to you. It was a whole tweet thread.
From, you did send it to me.
Did I? Oh my God.
The black coffee?
Yeah.
Yes. Because you said playfully racist.
Playfully racist. It was so good. Like there were people in there just like,
oh, it was funny.
You win the internet today.
It was funny.
Oh my God.
This right here, I kind of like. I'm not a Guinness fan, but I kind of like this. It almost has a coffee flavor to it.
It does. And most stouts usually do have somewhat of a coffee flavor to them. They don't have coffee added to them. But this does not taste like your standard Guinness that's a nitro. All Guinnesses are they should be a nitro. Which means
this has a coffee aftertaste. I like that.
Yeah, I like this one.
I do. I do. That one's not bad. I'm going to give that one a solid 2.5.
I mean, yeah, I'm
that's
right
in the middle
you.
for me. I'm not a beer guy. There's not a beer in this plane I'll probably give a 5 to. But I would order one of these. It's not. I'll give
it a solid 2.5.
Yeah,
That's good.
I like it.
I like it.
Well done, Guinness.
Yeah, you guys did a thing.
You did a beer.
You did a
good
beer.
Job. Yeah, not bad at all.
While we're just rolling through this stuff, I found another article where you know how what was it that dumb shits were doing? It's guys doing dumb shit. I can't remember what it was. Anyway. Guys are dipping their balls in soy sauce after hearing their nether regions have taste buds.
Okay, hold on. First off, I've had nether regions my whole life.
Yep.
Not once have I tasted anything from taste buds on my nether regions because I'm pretty sure after 10 hours of working in the hot sun or something, I would notice.
I have an explanation for you.
Thirdly, if my nether regions, tickles, had taste buds, why would I start with soy sauce? Because I don't eat soy sauce straight as it is.
It's salty. It's got all the MSGs.
Oh, man.
All right. So this article starts out like many dumb internet trends. This one started on social media. A woman named Reagan recently took to TikTok to share her amazement over a study where she came across in 2013, which claimed that men's balls have taste receptors. That part is true.
Okay. How do they prove that?
It's part of it's like the taste receptors on your tongue.
Okay.
They know what a taste receptor looks. Science knows what a taste receptor looks like. So as they dissect the body from, the 1600s up until today, they find organs and find out you don't need this one. So the
same things on my tongue are on my testicles.
Yes.
So if I tell my wife a French kit.
No.
I'm going to get in so much trouble.
The taste receptors do not actually function.
Well, obviously. We would have known that.
So, but
you're talking about if they could taste salt, all you got to do is be a dude on a hot day. Right. And you would know.
So basically.
How weird would that be?
She encouraged.
Would I still taste it in my mouth or would my balls feel like my tongue? Like with the saltiness?
I don't know.
All right, read on.
So she encouraged this and basically was like, can someone prove this to me? Did y'all know that if a dude puts his balls in something, he can taste it?
Hold on.
That's not true.
She encouraged
Because she doesn't have a line of balls.
What she has is a weird fetish.
She does.
I call BS. She just wants to see dudes' testicles dunked in bowls of soy sauce.
So,
which I know from experience will get you kicked out of a Chinese buffet.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to know. So a guy named Alex James responded with him dipping his balls into a bowl of soy sauce.
Did he taste anything?
No.
Of course not.
Because it doesn't work.
It's a load of crap.
Oh, no. He said apparently it actually worked. But after you read through the study, it doesn't work at all.
No,
so it becomes a placebo effect. You're dipping your balls into soy sauce. You're like, oh, tastes salty.
I will say this. That would be a hilarious blind taste test. You got a blindfold on, and people are just like, here's a bowl. Go ahead and teabag it.
Yeah. No.
Tell me what you taste.
Tell me what you taste. So, and that's what it came down to.
Or is it Pepsi?
That's what it came down to is it a placebo thing? Like, you're doing it so you taste it versus doing it blindfolded and not doing.
If you're intelligent at all or have even a little semblance of common sense.
It's the internet. No one's intelligent.
True. But even a placebo, if I were to try this experiment, I wouldn't be like, oh, I do taste it. I'd be like, no, this is dumb.
This is stupid.
Now I just have soy sauce on my testicles.
Yeah, now I got to get another shower.
Right. Well,
and wash my balls really good. And get some Hunan chicken.
Ooh. Genital sows.
I hashtag that.
Oh, man.
So it doesn't work. Don't try it. Don't fall for the dumb shit.
But if you do, send us an email, buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you tasted. What you tested
don't want a
what
video.
You tasted.
I swear to God.
I didn't say video. I said let us know. Tell us.
Yeah, I get that.
Send pictures.
I don't need some
to Martelle at.
Fuck off. It's not even the right email address.
Martelle's phone number is. You get random texts at 3 a.m. Some dude's testicles and like a jar of strawberry preserves.
I have a bleep function on this. I can just bleep those out.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Call Martelle at 555-0439.
I heard this is something Garrett King wants to do.
Ooh. I bet we could talk Garrett into it.
I saw a picture of him after he said he worked out and his hair fell down. I'm like,
yeah, his bangs. Nobody cares about your stupid post-workout selfies, Garrett.
The fuck do you mean your hair fell down?
Your kid wishes you were back in shape so you could ride bikes.
Let's see. I got so much shit here.
2 weeks will do that.
I know. Florida man hides for cops underwater. Gets nabbed coming up for air.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones I sent you.
I love Florida,
I mean, if you're going to go underwater, you have to have a way to breathe.
Right.
And without a paddle, they used reeds. Those are wild grown.
Right.
They look natural. You go under there, breathe through the
reed.
Yeah, it's a nature straw. You can't just go underwater to hide because unless you can hold your breath for like a half hour, all it takes them is about a minute to a minute and a half until you come back up.
Right. The average person can only go for about a minute.
3 minutes is like pretty good.
And 6 minutes is amazing.
Yeah. 6 minutes, you're like one of those magician
free
escape
divers.
Artists. Yeah, or a free diver.
All right. Let's open up this nitro.
All right.
So we have a Left Hand Brewery Milk Stout Nitro, which like I've had, and I have a variant of it. So that one would have been so much better. That would have been
great. You should have that one by the mic.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
Figured it wouldn't.
This one I guess I'm excited for just because it's not something I ever heard of before now. So, empty stomach, not good. Obviously, Dos Equis, I've heard of. Most interesting man in the world. Great commercials. Not the best beer.
Except that guy's not even interesting in real life.
No, but I mean, it's a commercial.
Yeah.
You could say that about any show you watch or Guinness. I've heard of Guinness. Left Hand, I've never heard of.
So Left Hand is out of, I think they're out of Colorado.
Speaking of soy sauce, this looks like soy sauce.
Yeah.
Even the bubbles.
Well, it's a nitro. It's not actually carbonated.
I don't know what that means.
So when they brew beer, you either get a carbonated beer,
right,
where they add the CO2 and carbonate it like a soda, or they do a nitro, which is a nitrogen, and they use nitrogen oxide essentially to carbonate the beer, which makes it creamier.
Okay.
No,
So
you
this
don't
should be
huff.
thicker then.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be thicker. It'll just be. It'll
It's
have
sudsy-er.
a cream. Yeah, it has a different foam to it. You're supposed to just literally turn it upside down and pour it in, but
Yeah, because when we say bourbon's got legs, this has suds for sure. Sticking on the glass.
oh, it tastes just like I remember.
It smells like a skunky beer to me.
It has hints of chocolate in it.
It does. I'm not smelling it.
You're not going to smell it. You're going to taste it. And mocha.
The mocha, which, I mean, mocha's chocolate and coffee.
Yep.
This has a coffee taste too. I like it. This one very much tastes like a coffee.
And it's the
last one had coffee.
creamy.
Yeah, the last one had coffee aftertaste. This one tastes and does feel more like a coffee with some kind of a chocolate or creamer in it.
Yeah. That's all most, I'm not going to say all nitros. Most nitros are like this. Like I had a nitro sour that I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of it. It was a strawberry. I think we tried it on the show. It was the Strasberry from Rheingeist.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a nitro. I gave that to Sarah over at Outer Belt on last Saturday on the 24th when I went to get smokeout barbecue.
Yeah, when they had influenza aids.
Yeah, when you had the influenza, I went and got smokeout barbecue. Shout out to Derek.
Man, I wanted to go so bad.
That hot mess I bought lasted me 2 days.
I told you it's a lot of food, man.
I know, I've had it.
Did you get the brisket?
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
Why
Good
wouldn't
stuff.
I got 2 of them.
Oh,
I got one for me, one for Liz, and Lexi got chili mac.
Still
brisket.
good. Yeah, still good.
So good.
I like
Anyway,
this.
I took that Strasberry over to her because I'm like, I don't like this. You like sours more than I do.
What'd you think?
She hasn't. I'll find out tonight. I'm over there later. So she's like, yeah, thanks. Great. So we'll see what she says.
I like this.
Left Hand Brewery, I'm giving a 3.
Bingo. That's what I was going to say. I'm giving this one a 3. This is solid.
I think Left Hand's better. Like I've had a bunch of their stuff.
Have you?
Like it's not.
I've never heard of them.
I've had a bunch of their stuff. They're one of my like favorite go-to breweries if I'm looking for something. And this is better than Guinness. Like the Guinness is good.
No, I would agree with you.
But
our ratings agree with that.
A regular Guinness that's nitro.
I'm not a big fan of regular Guinness.
Is better than this. Is not better than this. This is better than that. So
yeah, I like this. It's smooth. It's not real beer.
No, it's not bitter.
It actually tastes better than it smells, I think.
It's kind of sweet.
For a beer, it is, yes. It's not sweet like juice or like a sweet wine or anything, but it is sweet.
Yeah.
But that coffee flavor hits you right off the rip instead of, with the Guinness, it's kind of an aftertaste.
Right.
You taste the Guinness and then you taste the coffee. This is the same.
From front to back, all the way through the palate.
I really like it. Yeah, solid 3. Well done, Left Hand.
Yeah, they do a good job.
I would say if you are a stout or a nitro guy or whatever, actually, if you're just a fan of beer, a connoisseur, I'd say give this one a shot. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like this. I'm interested to get into the peanut butter stout, the peanut butter vanilla stout that I have downstairs.
Excites me.
I have 6 of those, and I'll be drinking those here soon. I went on a kind of a buying spree the past 2 days. Or the past 2 weeks.
You were ramping up, getting ready for today.
Well, so my beer fridge is completely full at this point. I've got more beer than I do food in this house.
Sorry, kids.
There's my beer fridge is full to the point where we had to put a 6-pack in our kitchen fridge.
We threw away some. Had some meat in there and some cheese. Threw that out to fit the beer.
Just doesn't fit. So, but I'm looking for it. And I also picked up one from I think the company's called Saucy Nuts.
Saucy Nuts.
That's the brewery.
Okay.
And they had a peanut butter porter. Well, I'm like, I'll take that too. Give me one of that. Give me that. And I got some.
Well, ever since the screwball, the peanut butter's been more intriguing to me because I never thought it'd be good in any kind of a drink outside of like a milkshake until we tried that screwball.
Derek did not like that.
That's
all right. We'll let him have that one.
Yeah, that was. I liked it.
I liked it. I'm considering picking up another one. I think it's called American. I think that's the name of it's a peanut butter whiskey also.
No, I found one I'm trying to get. I heard tell of it. It's a Buckeye whiskey. So it's got the chocolate and peanut butter already in it.
Where's that from?
I forget.
What's the name of it?
I forget.
You're the worst.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I'm trying to get this thing so we can try it. What's it called? I don't know.
I got it saved at home. It's on my laptop. I don't bring my laptop with me, so I don't know.
These are things you just need to remember.
Yeah, my memory's
or use Google Keep. That way it syncs between your laptop and your phone.
Yeah, I should, but I don't. I need to clean up my glass, don't I?
That's what I've been doing. There was another article I think I had. Let me see if I can find it. This one, if I remember, it was kind of fucked up.
What do you do? Just drink the beer water?
Yeah. Drink it down.
This water has legs. A couple ice cubes. Looks like somebody peed in it.
Oh, yeah. Here's some things I wanted to talk about also. So
that was terrible.
It is, yeah. Yeah, the beer and water thing it's not like whiskey and water. So states and cities have been decriminalizing like marijuana.
Right.
Okay.
Which they should.
And I'm also
eons ago.
I'm also a fan of any city or state that is going to decriminalize essentially any drug that grows out of the ground. So marijuana, mushrooms, that's about it. Anything that doesn't have to actually be processed, I'm a fan of decriminalizing. Santa Cruz just decriminalized magic mushrooms. That is kind of exciting.
My take on it is decriminalize all drugs.
Not all drugs.
Why?
Because there has to be some... You can decriminalize... Well, let me rephrase that. If you decriminalize it, there has to be some sort of regulation behind it. So,
exactly.
Like fentanyl.
Decriminalize it, regulate it, and tax the crap out of it.
So, like, my buddy he works for the sheriff's department, and that's what he does. His focus is fentanyl,
which
at
is
this point
the gnarliest thing out there as far as we've ever seen.
Right. Like,
by
he
far.
is a goddamn hound dog when it comes to finding the shit in people's cars. But
because he
like,
likes the taste.
That's what he does. Like, he tracks down dealers and not like mid-level guys. We're talking like top-level guys.
Yeah.
Like guys that have driven from Mexico to Columbus, and he looks for them. Like, that's what he does. But like, fentanyl doesn't need to be on the street at all, even decriminalized or regulated. Like, that is just one of those things. It needs to be regulated by a hospital. And that is the only type of regulation it needs to be.
If it's legal or it's illegal, it's going to be on the streets.
Well, I understand that.
Right. The only people that would not do fentanyl are law-abiding citizens who already don't do fentanyl.
Well,
it's the same as the gun argument.
But you're talking, that doesn't make any sense because fentanyl is not taken as fentanyl. Fentanyl is mixed into weed.
Right.
Fentanyl is mixed into coke. It's cut with coke.
But it being illegal doesn't stop that.
I understand.
That's what I'm saying. When in fentanyl being mixed with it, I'm talking as far as drugs themselves. And obviously, I didn't plan on this conversation, so I don't have it in front of me. But I've looked this up and studied it before. In countries where they've decriminalized drugs, crime rates have dropped. Period.
Oh no, I know that.
So whether it's grown like mushrooms or weed, which even shrooms and weed these days, men have had their hands in it. They're crossbreeding. So it's not like.
But crossbreeding.
Oh, God created this weed and now we smoke it. It's God created this weed. We've done all this stuff to make it more potent. Still, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. But crossbreeding,
keeping drugs illegal, even narcotics, it doesn't stop anything.
No.
And when the freaking FBI gets caught, we talked about it before, bringing in $2 billion worth of crack or cocaine or whatever into the country. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whether it's legal or not, regardless of whether it's man-made or grown out of the ground, decriminalizing it from what I've studied and in my opinion, would be the better move.
See, I don't think that, especially because fen is not. It's not used on its own. It's cut with everything else.
Right.
So you have to. That has to be a criminalized thing, whether it's on the street or not.
But, see, now you're talking about mixing drugs. I just said drugs should be legal. I didn't say anything about how they're mixed.
Right.
So if fentanyl is legal, right?
Right.
It's regulated. You go somewhere to buy. Say you go to a dispensary for fentanyl.
But that's not how it's used.
I know, but
so why would you do that? You have to. It has to be in a scenario on how it's used. Fentanyl is not used straight up fentanyl. It's brought in, or made and cut with cocaine, cut with heroin, cut with meth, cut with weed, cut with whatever. Right. And that's where people get sick. But if it was
legal and regulated and you went somewhere where you knew what you were buying, they want to get sick because, I don't want fentanyl. I just want cocaine.
Well, then I
just want weed. Do you see what I'm saying? So instead of buying from,
and I'm with you on that,
John Q. Public, who's lacing his weed with fentanyl so you get the bigger high, you go to a dispensary or your cocaine, because weed's legal. Say cocaine.
Right.
Say you and I, we snort cocaine. We drink cocaine.
I'm with you on that, though. What you're saying, I'm absolutely with you on.
So
cocaine,
if it's legal, people
make cocaine legal.
That's what I'm saying.
Fentanyl, I'm talking fentanyl.
But fentanyl's not the issue. If all drugs are made legal, if it's just if we decriminalize
fentanyl
drug
would
use,
still be an issue.
It wouldn't, because you would go to a place. Fentanyl isn't getting mixed in with that cocaine. You see what I'm saying?
With that cocaine, yes, that's right. It would still be getting mixed in with other cocaine that people are still buying off the streets.
But why would I buy it off the streets when I can go down to the 7-Eleven and get it?
Because you're a law-abiding citizen.
But even a drug addict, if they can get the same drug legally,
I don't think that would be the case.
So there's no,
unless it was free.
Because if I'm a crackhead and I can get it for the same price and get the same high, but I know it's clean and it's not laced with fentanyl or anything else, why would I not?
Because
the biggest reason people buy off the street is because it's a crime.
Because the people that go to dispensaries and buy that stuff are doing it for recreational purposes for the most part. The people that are addicted to the shit are not doing it for recreation. They're doing it to get a high to live their life. But they're not going to go to a dispensary or any place else to get that stuff. Even if you do it to get a high,
why wouldn't they? What statistics say they want it? There's no evidence of that because we've never tested it.
You're right. There's not. But I'm going to assume that it's based on a lifestyle choice that they made. They made a choice to be a shitty human being that doesn't abide the law. So they're going to follow that same process.
Well, when you say
more
shitty
than
human
likely,
being, you're talking about drug addicts. There's
drug
a lot
addicts.
that goes into it. So I've got close friends and family. Actually, one that just messaged me as we're recording. He's down working at a recovery house where they deal with drug addicts on a multiple times a week basis, right? Some of these people want to be clean. Some of these people that get high and even overdose, and he's had Narcan, don't want that. Hold on, let me finish. They know that they have a problem, right? If I was to go down there right now and open a place legally where I sold them their crack or their meth or whatever it is they're addicted to and said, you know what, if you're going to do it, this is clean, come get it here. I guarantee you they would go there than buying it off the street and not knowing what they're getting and putting in their body.
And that is not a criminal. That is someone who wants to get clean.
That's my point. They're only a criminal. Even if they don't want to get clean, if they want to get high, they're only a criminal because drugs are illegal.
If Coke was legal, I'd probably do it.
So do it and get taxed for it. But if you're going to do it,
that's the thing, it's not legal.
If Coke's legal and you do it, are you going to buy it from?
No, because I'm not doing it.
The corner, or are you going to a dispensary where you know what's in it?
I'm not doing it to get by on a day-to-day basis.
But either way, I'm saying if you have the option right now.
See, that's the thing. You're trying to compare me to someone who has to do Coke because meth because they're addicted. I'm just going down to get a one-time high on a monthly basis, and that's it. So I'm going to go buy it from a reputable place. I'm not going to buy it.
Then why is it so different for potheads? Because people that were smoking recreationally weed, and it was illegal, right? And while you can say marijuana's not addictive, and we can go through all that, but they used to do it a ton before, and now they do it a ton now, but they do it legally, right?
Right.
Why would that be different for any other drug?
Because of the fentanyl. It makes no. That's the thing.
Put fentanyl on weed.
They have.
Is the pothead going to buy weed from Joe Schmo or go to the legal dispensary where he knows there's nothing in it? He's going to go to the dispensary, buy his favorite flavor or whatever of weed.
But you're talking about a recreational smoker.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Drug use is drug use.
No, it's not. There are addicts and there are recreationals. So let me
ask you this. If all drugs were decriminalized except fentanyl, do you think it would be better or worse than if we just said, you know what?
It would be the difference between the dealer getting picked up with cocaine cut with fentanyl versus the guy who's traveling through the state and has 2 grams of cocaine. The guy traveling with 2 grams of cocaine is going to get pulled over and be like, oh, I got cocaine in my car. All right, cool. It's legal. Fine. How much do you have? I got 2 grams. All right, cool. You're under the limit. See ya. Here's your speeding ticket or a warning. The guy dealing cocaine that's cut with fentanyl is going to be charged with criminal whatever,
Right. Now, let me ask you
misdemeanors
this.
and other shit because he's got fentanyl.
Okay, so fentanyl guy gets busted. Where did first guy get his cocaine at?
He went and bought it from his dispensary
That's
or
my
whatever.
point.
But he's a
somewhere because it was
recreational.
legal.
He's not an addict.
I bet if you're smoking cocaine, you become an addict right quick and in a hurry, from what I know. I've never done it. But when I'm talking meth and cocaine, you don't do it because, it's fun. You get addicted to it.
Some people do it because it's fun, then they get addicted to it.
But they get addicted.
Because
everything
of the high.
I've seen or read is that first hit is all it takes.
And I've seen where people
I don't know.
They do it
I'm
on
not-
a recreational basis, and they get addicted, but they don't go back for that high again. They never try it again because supposedly the high that comes from heroin or meth is so good that you have to, like, no other drug can hit that high.
Right.
So decriminalizing them all, that's fine, but it's not going to stop people from going and buying
Nothing
the
will
drugs
ever
off
stop
the
it.
off
Again,
the
it
street.
goes back to the guns. If we
That's why
made all
drug
guns
dealers would
illegal.
need to still need to be held accountable for fen and other shit that's cut into their coke as opposed to going and
I
buying
still
it.
say that it drops crime rates. Does it
I
eliminate?
I never said anything about crime rate.
That's what I was talking. I'm talking about crime rates. I'm talking about all of it. Does it eliminate it? No.
No,
Does it decrease it drastically?
I agree with you. Yes,
That was
but
my
that's
whole
not
point.
that's not what I was talking about.
That's the whole point of it, though. If we decriminalize it, all of these drug lords, they don't have a leg to stand on anymore. Why would I go to them?
People would still go to them though.
They have it in other countries.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
I'm sure they have.
It's there've been study after study on this. Anyway, we've got one more because we're now running to an hour, and apparently we can go on for another hour.
No,
about this.
we're not into an hour on this show.
Oh, okay. I thought we were.
Maybe we're just over an hour.
Tell us what you think. Show us your studies.
Fuck, I poured too much.
Give us, and you know you're not going to like this one too. Just give me the bottle on this one. I'll sip out of it because you ain't going to want it afterwards anyway.
Nope.
Tell us what you think. Should drugs be decriminalized? And share your thoughts and stories and articles, and because you guys can get on Facebook and debate this with us, and let us know what you think and what you found from other countries. From
I don't like it. Tastes
don't
like a
like it?
shitty lifesaver. Well, anyway, where I was going with that
It smells like lemonade.
is psilocybin, which is the drug that is in mushrooms.
Finish the review.
I don't want to. I'm done.
Well, you took a sip. What do you rate it?
1.
Okay.
It's gross.
You can't just say I'm done.
I'm done.
Now you're getting mad because we've been debating drugs.
No, I'm just done. That just ruined my taste buds.
You don't like
I need
it?
to go fix that.
You're that angry. Get that stout. There you go. Get your left hand out
I need
and
to
finish
fix
that bottle.
that.
I like this
You can have it.
for the lemonade.
Ugh.
Not Your Father's root beer is amazing. I don't mind the cream soda. I hate the ginger ale, but the lemonade, I could drink this. I give this a 3.
You can have it.
Yep.
That's you. That
Not Your
gets thrown
Father's
out.
lemonade, solid 3. Highly recommend. Go try it. Martelle disagrees.
I disagree. Don't.
I bet if we put fentanyl in it, you'd like it.
It tastes like a really bad fucking lifesaver.
It tastes like lemonade to me.
Ugh.
That's all it tastes like.
It's sweet candy and like
Well, I like sweet.
sticky sweet.
It's like lemonade.
No. Anyway, 1 dose of psilocybin.
So now we're back to talking about hallucinogen
drugs.
mushrooms.
Yep. May offer long-term relief from anxiety and depression. So there is a movement for microdosing psilocybin or mushrooms.
So is it like you just get a little high, or you take it less often,
No, you do. So
like a regular?
you
pill
don't
a
get
day,
high from
or-
it at all. You take like a gram a day.
Gotcha.
It's like so minute that you build up this tolerance and a resistance to it.
It's taking an edge off.
Yeah. So that it just enough to take that edge off.
It's kind of like what marijuana does, doesn't it? Don't they prescribe marijuana for anxiety?
They do for glaucoma. They prescribe it for pain. It's
I mean, I know
marijuana's
for
becoming
stress,
the
for sleep issues.
marijuana and CBD are becoming like the go-to like magic oil or
Well, but
plant
but
or
pot's
whatever.
been even like I know people. I don't know people personally, but I know from my research that edibles have been prescribed in very small doses.
Yes.
So that's
Well,
like,
edibles.
so-
The problem with edibles versus smoking, you get the THC when you're smoking marijuana, so you get that THC high. When you're eating an edible, the THC gets converted to a psychogenic.
So that's why the edibles.
That's
hit
why
harder, or
edibles
different.
hit harder. They hit different, and they're a lot more dangerous. If you can actually OD on edibles.
I've never heard that.
Yes. That can happen. You eat too many edibles, you can OD on edibles. And I'm not talking like OD like, oh, and then go into some sort of cardiac shock. No, you OD by like fucking freaking out because
so
it's a psychoactive drug.
It's not shutting down organs overdosing.
No, it's like taking acid. It becomes a psychoactive drug. The liver and pancreas convert it to this psychoactive drug that you start hallucinating if you take way too much. Well, I don't want to say way too much. I don't know what the dosage is because it's person to person. But if you take too much of it, you start to hallucinate.
Which brings me to my second point, kids. Don't do drugs.
Only do the good ones.
So we should name this episode. Yeah, I've never experienced any of that, so I don't. All I know is what I've studied and read, and that's why everything I say take with a grain of soy sauce on your testicles.
Don't call back to that.
I don't. Oh, I will always call back. I'll call back to anything that makes me laugh or even makes me question my existence.
Oh.
But so mushroom, they're basically saying hallucinogen, the mushrooms, the Alice in Wonderland type crap.
Yep.
They're saying we're going to see if we can't control the dosage here and make this.
But they've been doing it for years at this point already.
Okay.
In laboratories, like
what I'm saying is they're going to make it like an actual legal drug to use it and prescribe it.
And they've already done that in Santa Cruz, which is where we initially started, which led to this next one of the microdosing of psilocybin. Which is something I'd try it.
Microdosing, I might, depending.
You take a 1 gram pill, like it's.
Yeah, I know. It's
here's
probably the thing though. I don't take Tylenol or ibuprofen for a headache most times.
Oh,
I drink water and coffee and I'm good. So I don't know if I'd try it. Just to try it, I might. It's kind of like I always said. If weed becomes legal, and this was years ago, obviously, would I try it? I don't know. I might smoke some weed, but here's the thing. Even if it's legal, if my job says no, do I want to risk losing my job? So same thing with these shrooms. Do I want to try it just so I can try it? I don't know. I don't know if I would.
I work for a company that doesn't do drug testing. Well, they do it on your initial.
And obviously that would be whether it's pot or shrooms or fentanyl. If it's legal, it's all on a case by case basis. Everybody is going to have their own different thoughts.
Right. So
I'm just saying, I don't know if I would care to even try the shroom drug, whatever it is.
I would just for fun.
I bet we should do that and record an episode.
I mean, I've had edibles before. I
have not.
12 years ago?
Man, it's been at least 12 minutes ago.
And
12 days ago. I was sober all January.
Yeah. I didn't get any high effect off of it from the edibles that I did have. It was a brownie. It was a big fucking piece of brownie too.
And I imagine the brownies and the things will go different, not just size, but different potency, depending on what and how much is put in it.
Well, so you figure, they break it down like they do a bottle of CBD oil. You buy a bottle of CBD oil, it's 3,000 milligram bottle.
And it tells you what's
30,
in it, how much.
100 milligram doses.
Okay.
So if you're going to put 5,000 milligrams of THC into an edible, like a brownie, it's going to be, okay, the brownie pan is X big, and I'm cutting it into X many.
Right.
Each brownie is going to be
this amount,
150 milligrams per brownie. Or when they make a batch of gummy bears. This batch of gummy bears I
like gummy bears.
Had 3,000 milligrams in it. Each gummy bear, there's X amount in the batch. Each gummy bear is 10 milligrams. That's how they figure that shit out. It was confusing as hell when I started looking into it. But that's how it all works. Sense. Instead of giving you what the actual dosage is, it's
and I'm sure they have. Dose. Yeah, they have to know exactly. It's got to be regulated, right? So they have to know what's in it, how much.
It's not. CBD oil is not regulated by the FDA. So there could be fillers depending on.
But I only have so
much.
I only have so much faith in the FDA as it is anyway.
Right. They're still promoting that shitty nutrition pyramid that doesn't work.
Well, that, and then there's so much garbage they say is okay as long as you don't eat so much, or this.
Our FDA does shit that other countries consider illegal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So whether it's FDA approved or not, only holds so much clout with me anyway.
But something that's FDA approved is more regulated than something that is not.
Right.
So
which is why they should regulate drugs and make them all legal.
I'm with you on that.
Legalize it, man.
Legalize them all. Fuck it. I don't care. I just think that anybody that's carrying fen-phen or has fen-phen should be put in jail. That is a dangerous, potent drug, and it's all coming out of China. With the coronavirus. Ugh. So anyway, you're not going to get the coronavirus. You're going to get the common cold or the flu.
And do drugs.
And you'll be fine. Take a hot toddy and get after it. So anyway, I think that's it. I think that's the show today.
That's a good episode.
It was. We covered a lot of stuff. I did not cover my hearing loss.
We've always got next week.
I know. I'll probably still be deaf in my left ear next week too.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't cover this crazy sinus infection I had that created my hearing loss either. Anyway, that's it. If you like the show, like, share, subscribe. I know we have people listening because I get the statistics.
Yep.
And I can look at the Spotify statistics. I know that we have at least 15 listeners on Spotify. And I know that they are in the 35 to 45 age range. And I know that most of them are female.
And, okay, never mind. I was just about to say, I know where you live. I look in your windows until you said the female part. I would have sounded real creepy following that.
That would have been real creepy.
But I do.
And I know that we're getting at least 40 downloads a week. We're killing it, guys. Absolutely killing it with our 40 downloads a week.
Destroying it.
I know you assholes are listening. So why don't you share it with friends?
Probably because you call them names and we talk about
that's how the show works.
Oh.
That's how this show works. It's completely unscripted. We come up with some stuff. I call people names. You call me out on calling them names. I don't care. But we are hearing back from people. Yeah, I really like the show. It really breaks up the monotony of my day. It's fun. It's great. I like listening to some of the banter that you guys have and listening to the articles. And the Florida Man's my favorite. That's my absolute favorite. Speaking of which, big shout out to Dude Pool and Tyler Schaefer over at the Bourbon Hunters podcast. They gave us a shout out the other day. Mo was on.
Oh, and was it on the most recent one or whatnot?
It was on the
I haven't caught up.
Mo was on 2 episodes. It was on the episode with Mo.
Okay.
So check those guys out. I did share it to my
me.
Facebook page. Check those guys out. It is everything bourbon. Like it is bourbon.
Yeah, we started doing a podcast for fun, and it just happened to evolve into reviewing bourbon. They are all bourbon.
Bourbon.
They started their podcast by doing the Bourbon Trail.
Right.
Like that's a heck of a way to kick off a podcast.
Right. So they did the Bourbon Trail. So check them out. Have a listen to them. If, again, I'm going to reiterate this, if you like the show, share it with some friends. That's the only thing I ask. You don't have to submit a review. You don't have to do anything else. Just share it.
Tell somebody.
Tell one person. And have that person tell one person.
We've had, in less than 24 hours, in like 9 hours, had like 800 views on a picture that involves steak, toast, and coffee.
Right. And most of the people on that are wrong.
And that's out of 3 shares.
Yeah.
If you guys could just share that and say, hey, these guys are goofy, listen to their podcast, that would help us a ton.
It would. It would help us out. And if you appreciate what we're doing and you'd like to hear us review other bourbons and whiskeys, that shit ain't cheap.
So send it to us because we're poor. Martelle's chair's broken.
You can send us samples. Get in touch. I will give you a place to meet me so that we can swap samples.
Put fentanyl in it.
No. You can also send us money at Brandon-Martell on Venmo.
Yes.
And I will use that to purchase whiskeys and bourbons and beers and everything
into the show.
So everything that because
we don't make enough to line our pockets.
We have one sponsor at this point, and that would be Mo Dingo.
Oh, Dingo. We're going to do lunch, buddy.
I will see you next week, Mo.
Dude, I'm going to get with you and get those T-shirts rolling. People were asking for Buckhorn T-shirts out of nowhere.
What?
Yeah, and dude was like, hey, I could probably set that up. It wasn't even on a Buckhorn post. I forget.
Who's asking for a Buckhorn T-shirt?
Somebody said Buckhorn merch, and then dude's like, hey, I could help with that. And
send me that because the only way that you're going to be able to do Buckhorn merch is to get the art files from me.
I have the art files. I sent them to you.
I created the whole. You got the characters. I have the InDesign. I got the files that.
Yeah, I can get that done.
No, you can't. You don't have the fucking circle logo with the antlers.
I'll fake it.
You fuck it up and you're out.
I'll put your face right over somebody's crotch and mine right over their butt. Long t-shirts.
No. I will not sign off on that type of discrimination.
You're going to be by somebody's taste buds.
Nope. I will not sign off on that.
South Pole taste buds.
I will sue for that.
Sue for what? What are you going to sue?
I don't know. I'll sue myself.
Sue yourself and win your own $20 from Mo? This is discriminatory.
This is stupid.
Against me.
That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard, Randy.
Oh, I've got way dumber ideas than that. Come on.
I know you do, and that's the dumbest one you've said online, on the air.
On the line.
On the line.
That's fair.
Anyway, we're out. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta, Google, Tweetstagram.
I never post on Twitter. You can check us out there anyway.
Thanks for listening. We're a mess.
We're a mess. I stick to Instagram and Facebook when I post, and if it hits Twitter, it hits Twitter, whatever. You can send an email to buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. Please share.
Tell us what drugs you like. Share with a friend. One friend.
One friend. That's all I ask.
That's your New Year challenge.
One friend. One uno friend. Uno amigo.
Listen with your mother, your grandmother.
We're out. I'm Martelle. He's Randy.
Peace.
Pinkies up.